That key belonged to Second Officer David Blair, who left Southampton and forgot to hand it over. Without binoculars, Lookout Frederick Fleet spotted the iceberg with only his naked eye, and by then the ship was just 37 seconds from impact. Think about that. The most famous maritime disaster in history may have turned on a forgotten key. But the iceberg itself tells an even stranger story. The Titanic didn't hit it head-on. The crew tried to steer around it, and that decision likely made things worse. A direct bow collision might have flooded only the forward compartments. The glancing blow tore a series of small punctures along 300 feet of the hull, enough to breach 6 compartments. The ship was designed to survive 4 flooded. She could not survive 6. And yet the Titanic was considered a marvel of safety. She carried 20 lifeboats, more than British Board of Trade regulations required. The problem: those regulations hadn't been updated since 1894, when ships were far smaller. The 20 boats held a maximum of 1,178 people. There were 2,224 people aboard. Even more striking, the lifeboats that did launch were rarely full. Lifeboat number 1 left with just 12 people aboard. It had a capacity of 40. The Titanic sank in 2 hours and 40 minutes. The water temperature that night was 28 degrees Fahrenheit, slightly below freezing, kept liquid only by its salt content. In water that cold, the human body loses the ability to swim in under 15 minutes. Of the 1,517 who died, the vast majority were not drowned. They were gone to hypothermia before any rescue arrived. The wreck itself rests 12,500 feet below the surface of the North Atlantic. Deeper than Mount Everest, is tall above sea level. It was not found until 1985, 73 years after it sank. And here's the fact that lingers longest. The ship's band kept playing as the water rose. Not under orders, by choice. 8 musicians who understood exactly what was happening and answered it with music. Some things about human dignity are beyond any disaster to extinguish.